Deneb, don't be shy. Come on in. Team Deneb, welcome to the Forge. Please hang your hexes on the board. We just learned that yesterday. I want to hear it from. Yeah, we need a big oofta for you. Yeah. All right, guys, welcome to the Forge. This is where the magic happens. What is said in the Forge leaves the Forge. All right, this is your chance to talk openly, process those things, the thoughts of the game, maybe make a case for yourself, connect with others, solidify alliances. It could be a Hail Mary at the end here. But we are going to have a conversation back and forth, so sit in, get situated. You guys had a rough first start. So Jake, our mastermind behind our game, not sure where he is, to quote him, he said, "A gnarly day to say the least for Deneb." You guys had a slow start with a loss in the first challenge, a win on a technicality, but a win nonetheless on the second, and then a loss by a close call on the third challenge. You were asked by our host Alex how you felt immediately after hearing that you guys would be the first headed to the Forge, and you had said devastation and surprise. Now here we are a few hours later after a night in the woods. How are we still feeling?
The results of the challenge itself was very disappointing. I'm still shocked, and I'm still trying to figure out who in our tribe is lying to everybody else. It felt like we had a really cohesive tribe, that we were all in it for each other. So the fact that somebody was blatantly lying is a little concerning. But that's in the past now, right? You can only think about what's in the moment currently and just focus on the game and trying to move on to the next stage.
Shannon, I heard On say it's hard to hear that you have this camaraderie, you have these connections, you had these good vibes and momentum going, but then there's the harsh reality that you guys are actually playing a game and someone might be lying. Shannon, how do you feel thinking, is someone lying, or did you guys just tally those wrong?
You know, that's a really good question. I think we all, as a group, kind of are trying to figure that out. I have to believe that someone is not telling the truth, and now who that is, I wish I could tell you, but unfortunately it wasn't me.
Brendan, first night, paint the picture for those of us who are not here in the woods. You guys hear the devastating news that you're the first to the Forge. Someone is going to be the first voted out of this game, and it's from your team. What does it look like? Tell us how that went. Story tell us for what it looked like back at camp.
To be honest, I think everyone was kind of just focused on the first night, the first overnight. So obviously there's a little bit of, the reality sets in that we are going to be going to tribal, so there's a little bit of conversation and stuff like that, people trying to get their ducks in a row. But there was also a lot of rumors that were proven true that there was going to be rain coming. So I think we kind of really did also focus a lot on having our shelter really good for the most part, and then and then eventually being evacuated. So that kind of threw a little bit of a wrinkle into the evening for everybody. So we had to kind of pick it back up this morning.
So Jake, was it true that you guys really did just focus on the survival part of the elements and that gameplay and talk went aside until this morning?
I would say not completely, but I think with the rough night, it really did make us focus on that more. All of us were talking about the shared experiences we had with not being able to fall asleep because mosquitoes were constantly buzzing in our ears, and it was very reassuring in the morning to hear that that was the experience that a lot of people had. So that was a big focus, was just being cohesive and getting through the rough night.
I love hearing that you guys lean on each other to get through the rain and the storm. Dave, when did the cohesive wear off, or are you guys still cohesive right now?
Honestly, I could be a fool, but I don't think it's worn off. I mean, we all seem like we like each other. I mean, we're getting along, and a lot of people have said it too. A lot of the producers have said you seem like a great group. So, it's gonna have to kind of wear off, I guess, for this one vote right now. But I still think we all like each other.
So Ashley, can I ask, what are you making your decision on? Because the reality is that you guys will be voting to end someone's legacy here. and it's not just someone's, it's the first person of this entire game. So what are you basing your decision off of?
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, nobody wants to be the first one voted off, and this team is really cohesive, and we don't want to vote anybody off. I mean, we all decided last night that the mosquitoes were going to be our first vote if you allow us to do that. We figured that probably wouldn't fly, but maybe we'll give it a shot anyway. And so really it's, you know, it's those first connections that you make, and those are going to be the ones that you want to kind of carry with you. And so those first initial impressions, those connections, and then just coming to an agreement and hoping that those people that you put your trust in are trustworthy and are going to do what they said that they're going to do.
Megan, how did you approach it? Did you try to have side conversations? Were you trying to maintain in the most part of the group with the majority? What was your approach to this?
Definitely wasn't in the majority part of the talk. I think maybe because I had immunity, everybody just kind of skipped over me with a lot of that. We all did talk last night and thought maybe someone would have such a bad night last night with the bugs and the storms that they would self-eliminate. So we were hoping a little bit that that would be the case this morning, so we wouldn't have such a hard decision. And then the last half hour at camp maybe was just kind of a scramble of people whispering as they walked by.
Abir, were you part of the scramble? Were you part of feeling okay?
I think I was part of the scramble. I don't know that anybody felt okay. Well, I could be wrong, but I don't know that anybody felt okay. I think, as somebody had pointed out last night, one of the primary distractions was getting through the night. And I think suffering through the night this morning, I think, was a lot of, let's try to solidify, let's make sure we understand what we're doing. Are we doing something clear and cohesive? So I think there was a little bit more figuring it out today.
And Karen, it's a long-term game, it's a short-term game. It's balancing both of those. So where are you at right now? Are you thinking of your team? Are you thinking of your own independent spot in this game?
At this point, only thinking about the team. It's just so early on. I was saying yesterday too, it's wild that we all met each other yesterday. We've just really been cohesive, and it's really been a refreshing break too, to just spend so much time without anyone being on their phones or checking phones. That's been very refreshing. So I feel like at this point, it's all about team strength, what's going to move us forward as a team, and getting to know everyone better.
So, Deneb, what I'm hearing is that you guys are a team that care about each other. You've formed hard connections. This is going to be a tough vote, especially because you guys all seem super united, but we are going to figure out who that first vote is, that first mosquito, as you will. So what
Any of us have a mosquito.
Mosquitoes are suffering from this.
are they? But yet we are going to end someone's legacy right now.
Yeah.
So, in just a minute, I will call your name. What you will do is you will exit the forge behind the wood shack and head to the voting booth, where you will cast your first vote into the treasure chest. From here on out, there is no communication. If there is communication, there will be a penalty assigned for the next challenge. So our voices are off, and we are going to have you go first and go right behind, please, Shannon. Megan is immune, but if anyone has the hidden immunity amulet, now would be the time to play it. If not, I will read the votes. First vote, Dave. Second vote, Shannon. Third vote, Dave. Fourth vote, Shannon. Fifth vote, Shannon. Sixth vote, Shannon. The first person voted out of the legacy trials is Shannon. Shannon, the final judgment has been passed. Please bring me your hex. Thank you, Shannon. You can exit the forge that way.
Bye, Shannon.
See you, Shannon.
See you, Shannon.
Good luck with Mom.
Hope to see you back in the game.
All right, Deneb. Grab your hexes and your stick and head back to camp.
How I am feeling right now is feeling that I got thrown underneath the bus. I was told other things and it simply did not go that way, so I feel disappointed. Saddened because they lost a good team player and unfortunately there's still a liar among them and it was not me. I was fighting for type 1 diabetes. I chose it because my brother was diagnosed at a very young age, and a year ago May, my son was diagnosed with it, so I wanted to show my family that no family member fights alone. I feel that I was able to not want to be in charge of so much, so I feel like I'm going to be more, I don't know, just relaxed and take things not for granted. I want to thank you for all my supporters and thoughts, prayers, and donations for money. I want to thank my brother for being part of a membership with me. Thank you. I love you guys. Thanks for your support.
I'm reluctantly voting for Dave. There was a last-minute scramble as we were coming down, and that was the name everyone was whispering in my ear. That's the only reason. Dave, sorry. I'm gonna miss you. Hopefully you survive.
Sorry. Just the numbers, what everybody else was doing. Sorry.
Shannon, I absolutely adore you, but I'm going with majority for this first vote. Best of luck.
Hopefully you being a roaming wild card is better than me being a blatant liar wild card.
Either it's you or I'm in trouble.
Sorry, Shannon. Someone has to be the first to go. Wish it wasn't you.
Shannon, I wish you all the best with Mama Bear. Get you there.
The first of many on my path to victory. Goodbye.